All right, finally done with this chicken tractor. It took me about 2 weeks from start to finish to build this thing. So what I'm gonna do is give you a little tour and explain what exactly a chicken tractor is. So first of all, the dimensions are 10 foot long, 6 foot wide. It is encased in a 1-inch poultry netting on the top. The bottom is 1/2-inch hardwire cloth. The reason being is because if you line your entire chicken coop or chicken run with this poultry netting, raccoons can get their grimy little claws in there, grab your chickens, and then rip them apart. So with this hardwire cloth being smaller in diameter, they can't get in there with their claws and rip your chickens. Also for snakes too, makes it more difficult for them to get in as well. The top here is essentially just a white tarp. The reason why I went with white is hopefully that it would reflect some of the heat back off the tractor and make it a little bit cooler in the summer. Underneath that is a olive drab canvas. It's a heavy duty canvas. Hopefully with this tarp being over it, it'll keep that canvas preserved a lot longer and then last quite a while. And it's actually lined all the way to the ground, so it makes it even more difficult for predators to get in. Coming around the back, this is a watering bucket that I made. It's essentially a 5-gallon bucket hooked onto a 1/4-inch PVC hose and then ran into the chicken tractor. I'll show you what that's hooked up to here in a second. Now, why this is called a chicken tractor versus a chicken coop is because it's mobile. So this thing is light enough for me able to grab this rope here and pull it by myself, or even better with my lawn tractor. If I'm moving it a long ways, I can take this tire, put it onto the axle, and actually roll it. So it's very mobile. The reason why I wanted to have a mobile chicken coop is for a couple reasons. The first reason being is maintenance. Having to go in there and constantly clean up poop and all the stuff, the messes that the chickens make. I can just move the tractor onto fresh pieces of ground every so often. It also allows the chicks to have kind of more of a free range experience. They're constantly on a new patch of grass, getting to scratch around and find bugs and worms and stuff in the soil naturally, I think will make them happier and healthier. So let me take you around back real quick before I get inside and show you this other bucket over here. This is a nesting box. So when they do get old enough to start laying, I've got a bucket lid on there right now, but I'll remove that and they'll get inside the bucket, lay their eggs, and to retrieve them, I'll just unscrew this, put my hand in there and grab the eggs out of the nest. That way I'm not having to go in to retrieve the eggs. Quick tour inside. There's not much, but I'll show you a couple highlights here. First of all, the roof. It is 1/2-inch conduit that is bent at a 45 degree. There's 4 of those that line the top. Inside here is the waterer that I built. It's essentially a PVC cylinder with a ball valve. I bought some poultry nipples on Amazon and then with some thread, put them in the PVC, sealed them up with silicone, and what they do is they'll come down and tap on them and then water comes out. That's hung on 2 hooks and the PVCs ran outside. Here is the 2 chicks underneath the brooder. This brooder essentially is just a heating plate. The top heats up to about 100 degrees and it simulates being underneath a broody hen. Over here I have the feeder. It's a 10-pound feeder. Well, it holds 10 pounds of food. For the time being, I have a clamp light hooked up for a little bit of extra heat and light while I'm in the garage. Once it warms up a little bit more, I'll get him outside, and then this will hang from the chain. And at night, if I come out here, I've got another little solar light here that I can turn on. It's not super bright, but I think at night it'll illuminate enough where I can see my way around. So, but that's pretty much about it. Here's the roost, so when they get older, they'll be able to get on that to sleep at night. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. So